Huh? You like the bed? What about the bed you like?
George takes a look at some of today's top health stories.
Carson,
It's
give me the remote to the TV.
It is. And does it have some rails and stuff around it? What do you call them?
Researchers say the slow walkers in the study were not overweight.
You got two beds. And Carson's bed, okay. Mommy's bed. Yes. And do you like it here? Did you come back?
Yes, come back.
When?
Why here?
You want to stay in the same cabinet?
Stay in the cabinet.
Okay.
Over here, I did my seat. Right there. In there.
Okay.
There's a big enough start now. I'll start now.
I'm talking about the store? The store with the shark mouth?
Oh, you saw a store. You like that too? Oh. Okay. So you went some sightseeing. Uh-huh.
Did y'all go to 321 South? Down by
Okay.
321 South 441.
Is that all you wanted to say about this
River
trip?
Road, River.
All right, thank you. Let's give Carrie a hand for her comments. Yay. Thank you. Okay, on your scratch, that was real.
Carson, say again what you like best. Everything. Well, what is everything? The bed. Playroom.
And the pool lake.
Pool.
Pool.
Oh.
And the game pool lake.
So would you come back here again? When do you want to come back?
Next month.
In 2 months, okay. Okay. Her review of the Gatlinburg trip.
I like the
I can't hear you that.
I like the candy shop we went to.
Oh, the candy shop. Oh, yeah. And what about the cabin?
I like the game room.
What about it?
I like big and it has button space. It has space where you can sit down and play games.
Here? Okay. Now, what did you like about the family being together?
You don't have to be on your phone.
Oh.
What?
Say it louder.
You don't have to get on your phone.
Did you all hear that over there?
No.
Yeah, we did.
Say it loud.
Candy shop.
So I like you heard that one.
What was the last?
I like the family being together because y'all have to go on your phone so much. Call nobody.
Carson. Carson.
Okay, well I don't want to.
Speak up.
I'm going out.
All right. I know you didn't expect this, but it came as a nice surprise, didn't it? Okay, so tell me what you really liked about the trip. Speak up so they can hear you in the kitchen.
Then we have bunk beds. Mommy.
You like the bunk beds? All right.
And the arcade. And the theater. And the mountains are pretty.
All right. All right. And is this something you would want to do again?
Yes.
How often? Just whenever. Okay. All right. Now the next. Now I know you know how to make whole sentences and say all kind of stuff. So don't lean on the table. Come on. All right. Look around. All right. Give us your summary of this trip.
I like the bed and the movie theater.
But if you scared to look fast,
Where are you? You ain't said nothing about it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's right. Okay.
What time you?
Huh?
Where are you?
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
So start that sentence with me. I'm just.
In Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I like in the cabin. I like the bed and the movie theater. I didn't sleep in the bed for like half of the week. And I slept in the movie theater for like half of the week. And yesterday I did sleep in the bed.
Yesterday you stepped on the
I like the hot tub. No, I didn't. That's
So what do you think about a family getting together?
It was cool.
Anything else? That's it?
Yeah.
Baby! Now, so they hear you in the kitchen.
Stop, please. Okay, so I really liked like the gaming room, just because it's like really fun to be in, and like we all got to play in it, and we got so competitive when it came to games. So it was really fun. I like spending time with my cousins.
So what about me and Lindsay, Tristan?
I live with y'all.
This is not a confrontational comment.
boy. I just thought my was projects. I'm talking like I'm talking to this niggas. All right. Oh.
Okay, yay.
Hey. Say. I got there. I'm just glad I got time to spend with you.
You done sitting in that chair right there?
I don't care about long years. I'm just glad I'm in town.
Are you going back to this?
That's all that matters to me.
Sit right there? Okay, I'm gonna
And I wish I could spend more time with y'all. But I make do as I can, and I cherish every moment of it. So if we were still back in Jackson, I'll still be happy. Yes. I love y'all.
We love you.
All right, baby down.
Go. Gotcha. Go.
My favorite part of this trip has been being here with everyone, of course, and then just the camaraderie of it all, family being together, having fun with each other, and just creating the experience. Because that's what it's about. Just creating that experience with everyone, and I guess that's.
Good job,
Okay. I enjoyed every aspect of the trip except the drive. The views, getting to know everyone differently, on a different level, I would say, beyond just saying, hey, you know. But this is the first time I've spent this much time with a family other than my own. So it was nice. I would love to do it again. Yeah, and I enjoyed everybody. Lovely experience.
My experience was the road trip of being thankful to be traveling with my family and my niece up here to just a gathering of beautiful trees and the outside and the spiritual of just waking up and just say thank you, Lord, just to be here. And to my family, to all of y'all from the Ballou family, we do appreciate y'all. We really do. I enjoyed sleeping the first day I got here. That was relaxing. Now, my second day,
I really enjoyed it. My third day, I really enjoyed it even better.
And hot tub.
The hot tub was even better. I'm about to get into it again. But today was a bigger gathering because everybody didn't have to go upstairs, downstairs, and we all connected today because with my Uncle Herman and my brother-in-law and Carson was outside, my nephews was outside with us cooking and everything, and the women was here. I'm not just saying women, but you know, y'all was right here and enjoying yourself, and we all connected today. And we didn't connect it like that from the earlier part of when we got here. You know, today was a connected day, even with breakfast. You know, and my thing is, my heart is beating right now for greatness of everything we done today, and I appreciate every one of y'all. And I didn't even burn my TT eggs. I ain't never did. Oh, white eggs. So from the bottom of my heart, plus my wife, plus my kids, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
The very first thing I said, the very first day, what did I say, Darius?
You get a hug every day.
I hug my nephew every day.
Every day.
That was one of my favorite parts because my nephews gives like the best hugs ever in life. Like strong hugs. They do, man. Don't be jealous of them. They give the best hugs. So getting to hug my nephew every day because we don't get to see him as often. Having an opportunity to reconnect with Renata has been amazing. It's been a great experience. Sharing this time with her has been really awesome. Of course, the road trip is always fun and interesting because so many times you hear, are we there yet? Are we there yet? How long we got till we get there? What time is it? So where are we going? What time is it? Where are we going? So that's always fun. And so that was a good experience. The daily participation and activities, everybody doing their part, it's been awesome. We're, my organized sister over there gave everybody a job and everybody just pitched in and she did that. She the VIP. Yeah, you have a yes, today, everybody had to do their part, but Trina got out on the grill because I wasn't getting out there. And so that was awesome. He did a great job on that, and him and his sous chef, Carson, did phenomenal. But I'm truly thankful for this experience. Now, the being connected to nature has been just an awe for me. Because, just being amongst the mountains is, that's a different kind of experience because you get to, see what God has created. And so that's been just amazing. I want to put it in my bag and take it home, and most definitely thank you for Mother for putting H group in the line to take care of this trip. And we appreciate this experience. I love everybody, enjoyed everybody. It's been great. Did I miss anybody?
Thank you.
Oh, you, Kalisa, thank you. And I'd like to thank the Academy
For this award.
That's why
I came to Grandma.
Oh, okay. Love y'all.
Additional comments from Anita.
A challenge for everyone. It's been nothing we've ever experienced before, and it has allowed me personally to find more appreciation for the nucleus, is what I call it. That's our family name. We call it the nucleus. And this village, I say, is like no other. Like you all have learned today, There are families that don't do this.
Right.
There are families that don't know each other. There are families that don't know God. And I can say that my praying family is phenomenal. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate every level of this family. From the littlest, Marquita laughed at she and I, that we had a whole full-blown conversation. You know, she might not remember it a year from now, but I will cherish it as an opportunity to share love with the littlest of these that are our family. And even from this last 30 days. This last 30 days has
Been learning.
it has humbled me. I have been embarrassed. But I can honestly say I have grown. In the last 30 days, I've learned to appreciate even more the value that I have in this family unit, and how thankful I am for every word of encouragement. Thankful I am for every constructive criticism, for every wanted and unwanted advice. But I know it's all out of love. I'm thankful that we are moving into different phases of our lives, that each of us has learned ourselves in this last year. We've learned how to appreciate the smallest things. Because as we've experienced, you hear people here today, gone today. You know, the virus and pandemic has taken us into our shells. It's taken us away from our normalcy. It's made us have to reevaluate life. If you haven't grown in this last 365 days, I challenge you to do some self-reflection and to see where you are in life and where life is taking you. My nephews, you are phenomenal young men. They are young men your age that don't have it half together like me. I applaud you for the life that you have taken on, for the roles that you have accepted. I applaud you for making sure that you still take care of your mom. Because there are young men that don't do that. You have, for the most part, stayed out of trouble. I ain't had to get no collect calls on your behalf that I won't answer. Because y'all know, you get in trouble, you on your own. But all to say, you all are some phenomenal young people, and I'm thankful to God for you. The young ladies that you have accepted into your life, you knew what you were getting yourself into, and have accepted some wonderful young ladies, because you know you couldn't bring no junk
To the party.
to the party. And y'all know how we roll. But that being said, I am so genuinely thankful for each and every one of you. These little blessings, my 3 chambers of my heart. Yeah, these 3 chambers and this lifeline, you know, I am just sincerely thankful. Now, you couldn't be a chamber of my heart, man. So, but I'm sincerely thankful. And y'all keep praying for the Baloo family. Y'all know it took me a while to have a family, so I'm still in the trenches. Yeah, so we are true.
Beautiful young lady.
I'm in the trenches. Yeah, in the trenches. But thank y'all.
Listen up, kitchen crew. Alright, come on, kitchen crew.
Oh, well, family, I just want to say, I have thoroughly enjoyed our first extended family vacation. This was good. And we're gonna make it even better. I appreciate everybody working together and looking in the book every day to see what you're supposed to do, whether you did it or not. It was a great thought to just look at it and be nice about it. And then I really like the fact that all of the entertainment we really need, we can create amongst ourselves. We can entertain each other and laugh and talk. The first night we didn't do nothing but sit down here and laugh and joke and talk, and everybody had fun, didn't want to go to bed. And you know, I really enjoy cooking for everybody. Y'all know I like cooking for everybody. And I really appreciate that y'all like my cooking. And
I love it.
And I think this is a great location. It's got nature enough, you know, that you go out and look and be thankful and grateful and breathe the fresh air. It's got, you know, the games and stuff for the kids. I think it just has something for everybody, and I really, really enjoyed it. And let's just do it again. Let's do it again next year.
Next year, non-tech.
How about 6 months?
6 months?
How about 6 months? No, how about summer?
So everybody think about it. Think about it, because I know I'm going to think about it. The next time anybody in the family asks us to do something, just go on and put it in your spirit and do it. Because you just don't know what blessing you get, what blessing, how you blessing them, what kind of memories, what you gonna get from it for your own travel forward on your journey. So, you know, that's why I get so much joy out of it. Christmas, when all of y'all come, if you say, yeah, I'm coming, and all the Herman, y'all come, and, you know, sometimes some of them come, you know, it just be, okay, great. And it gives me joy, and it makes memories. I remember them all. I remember Granddaddy's last Christmas. I remember, you know, just those are the days that just mean so much to me. And we should need to do them continuously, doing all those kind of things, all of it. This, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Friday nights, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Sundays, just because they make the memories. Those are the things that make the memories.
And I guess that's why I was saying it's so different this year.
It is.
Because we hadn't, that's been down to a minimum, you know. And who you do it with.
Yeah, that's
It's
where
been
the
down to a
whole
minimum.
family.
I'm thankful that everybody had the mind to get your vaccination. You're not negative about getting COVID tested, because it means so much. It means so much to be able to just be with the people who mean the most to you. I listen to the news and I hear people saying, I haven't seen my grandchildren in the whole year. I haven't seen in the whole year. I can survive if I can see
I know.
all of y'all all the time. That's why, as soon as it was out, I'm ready to get it, because I want you to be able to come see me. I don't want nothing to keep us apart.
That's it.
That's just it.
I think.
David?
David?
Yes, ma'am.
Step daddy.
Oh, Lord, that could be the first.
That shit almost fell off.
New stepdaddy.
Oh, sorry.
Stepmother.
Listen up, listen up.
Let me see. We're first starting off giving honor to God. He's dead our lives. He's blessed us, giving us so much. I'll say this in a day and time when so many things are going on through the world. He has blessed us to congregate and be together. I've enjoyed spending time with my family. This is my first family trip. I didn't make it to Orlando and because of my work, but I work so much. And just being able to spend time and see everyone, be together is real special. I do have a lot of large family on my side, and COVID is taking a lot of them out, and, a lot of people, I keep going back and not here, but the people who are here, spending time, telling them I love you, I appreciate you, and spending time with you. Because the kids that's here now, they grow fast. I hate my daughter would ever be here, but she had prior obligations. But I'm looking forward to us doing it again and spending time and growing and learning and loving each other.
Loving and check.
Last year, and it was only 4 of us, so it's just 2 left. But it's been, like I said, a very difficult year for all of us. I came here tired to begin with, so Monday night, after driving all of this way, I ended up in bed early, trying to settle back down. This was a beautiful experience, and I'd like you to know there's a lot more out there to see. A lot more. We made sure that we took our children when they were younger to every place that Dr. King talked about in his speech. Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, Ruby Falls, Stone Mountain, we've been to all of those places, and even beyond that, there is a lot more out there, and I encourage you to look for opportunities like this to have family gatherings, and even at home. Even at home. God bless you all.
Give me one of them napkins.
Additional comments from Herman.
One last quick comment I'd like to make is that life is difficult, but to have a happy and influence upon other people, stop and create memories. Create memories. That's what can sustain and get you through the difficult days.
When Shirley told me about the trip, I started trying to think of ways to say, no, I don't want to go. Y'all go ahead, and I know y'all have a good time. Because especially the last 4 or 5 years, I've kind of put myself to in-home. Blessed with the opportunity to do online teaching, and the more I was doing that and not having to go out then I decided that was just fine for me. And it was. I had my computer, I had my classes, and then from time to time I might have something away from home as far as between the sorority and the state convention. But then with the pandemic last year, those extra things went away. So it was just me and my computer and my classes. And I've learned to enjoy that. But I've also accepted the challenge in my thinking, and particularly after Dad has passed, and that we are here as individuals for a purpose, and we are here for a season and a time, and we just don't know how long that time is. Tripping everybody that was going on, and I would ask, well, who's going, who not going, who going, who not going, and I still was in my mind thinking, what excuse can I come up and say I can't go? Because I don't think I want to go. I'm fine being by myself, but I'm not one to complain as far as to say I can't do this and I can't do that because y'all don't come help me, or y'all don't come see about me, or y'all don't call me. And I can't blame you because I don't do that either. But I've been waiting on your invitation, and I done told you 3 or 4 times I'm waiting on your invitation.
And I told you, you can come anytime you want.
That ain't the invitation. That ain't the invitation. The invitation is, Auntie, come here, and I'll be right there. Okay, but that same thing is gone for everybody. And when I say that, I mean that. So then after I decided, okay, Herman said, yeah, I don't see why not, let's go. Then I got to thinking, I said, you know what? This is an opportunity for me to really get to know my family. I know Lynn in a special way because of the sorority. I know Marquita in a special way because being a teacher and you know, just trying to help and challenging her or whatever. I ain't had my talk with you yet. But I tried to attempt at David when David said he was going to become postmaster. Marquita said, well, he got to learn all these streets. And 2 or 3 times, David, I called Marquita and I said, Marquita, tell David come over here. I'll challenge him on what the name of the streets is, you know. So I say again to all of y'all, I'm here for you in terms of whatever it is I can do for you. Whatever it is you think you want me to do. It's yours just for the asking. So I have truly enjoyed this week with getting to know you on adult levels, Andrew. I'm going to be waiting on that call for a report on what you done found out. I'm going to be waiting on that call for a report, Darius, on what you done found out. Let's see, I done gave them there. And so it's a matter of understanding my day is a number. But the good part is I have enjoyed my life. I have enjoyed my family. I have been blessed. I got it so many ways. I just want to pass it on. I want to give you, Kalisha, whatever you think you want from me. It's yours. You trying to build a website? I teach people how to build websites. You ain't got to struggle and wonder. All you got to do is say, here's what I'm working on. What do I need to do? And I'll sit with you. I don't care if it's all night long. I will do it. That's me. So for the rest of these days, y'all find me something to do. Find me something to do. Find me something to do. Otherwise, I'm going to be right there in my little house that I thank the Lord for. I'm going to be right there trying to take care of my husband. And y'all need to know, Herman don't tell you all. That man is on more than 20 pills a day. He takes enough narcotics for 10 people that's on drugs. But you can't tell him because he ain't going to tell you. Well, I'm telling you today. But he ain't going to complain because God has touched him in such a special way. And so I do everything I can to help. But he would love it if you would say, go with me. And he'll say, where you going? It don't matter. Take him somewhere. Come get him. Trent, call him. Tell him. Come help me cook this meat. He'll come. So just come get us. Come talk to us. Come visit us. Come challenge us. Come ask us what you think about something. And let us share with you our experience. Because just like I was telling Arthur Jr. and them the other night, you don't know nobody else that has been in front of 850 more women directing a choir. I am. You don't know nobody else, and you ain't gonna find nobody else that attend at least 6 conventions every year. I don't go to conventions to visit the city. I go to conventions and work and don't get paid. I might get $200, but that ain't even paid for the gas to get there, wherever I was going to. But for everything I've done, it was a learning experience, and I want to give it to you. I will do just like Lanny said, when it's my last day, ain't nothing in me but a shell anyway, because I done gave all of me away. I'm going to my family. I'm like Marquita. I know thousands of people. I had a lady call me from, what's the name of the country, Herman? Not Beijing, whatever it is. She said, Sarah Porter, it's a group of us over here, and we were sitting down talking about you the other night. I said, a group? What you mean a group? She said, we Sarahs and we know you. And we were saying Sarah Porter would blow up a storm if she knew y'all were messing up these songs like this, the sorority songs, because that has been my love. So here I got somebody that's all the way overseas that know me. Every state is 50 states, and I guarantee you at least 40 is somebody that know me. You can't go nowhere else and find nobody like that. But I don't brag. I don't brag about that. I just thank God for the opportunities that were granted to me. You and I'll stop talking because yes, I can talk, but I'm a Gemini. If you don't know, as far as me born in June, I'm a true Gemini. There's 2 of me. There's a quiet me, and then I'm introverted and I'm extrovert. I'm introverted in that I can sit in a group and I can say nothing at all. But I'm extroverted that if my mouth starts and you ready to say shut up, so I'm finna shut up. And just know that there ain't another person outside of this house, which then includes your mama and then other than your daddy, that loves you any more than I do. More than I do.
Take those glasses from her.
Anymore. Love you, love you.
Love you too.
Cousin Renata.
Thank you.
Okay, I got a little bit here.
Where do I begin? Okay. Well,
Love you, girl.
I can testify to that.
I mean that.
And I thought the same way because it's been me and mommy for 41 years. It's been me and mommy. I've had, friends at the job when I worked correction. Yeah, I knew everybody. But once you retire, nobody pick up that phone and say hello too often. I moved away from the family because I wanted better opportunity in life besides running all the time in New York City at the fast pace, and my health was starting to go downhill, so I decided to pick up and move to Charlotte. And in the interim, wherever I went, my mother went. So mommy brought her down with me, and it was just me and mommy in North Carolina it's been 11 years. And, it started out that she was in her own place. I was able to get her little baby that I had prayed for so long because I got tired of hearing that somebody is smoking cigarettes, somebody's doing something and to annoy her or to jeopardize her health. So I brought her to a away from the cold and away from the crowdedness and the loud noise and the fast pace. And the Lord helped me to find a community that was right down the block from my house. A community that was right down the block from my house. And she had her own little house. It was a 1-bedroom house, but she had a little porch and her little flower bed that she worked me crazy in it every year. I went in there in that flower bed to get her. But I say this to say that to say this. Family is number one priority in my life. And for me not to know all my family, it's difficult to accept. And that's why I try and keep in touch with somebody from each child of Mama Lenny's and each child of Papa. And to try and get to know my family. Those, I know them as Mele, Lindsay, and come on with it, Tristan. Tristan. I'm sorry. I was the middle girl, and I used that for me too. My sisters, Wanda and Claudia. But anyway, I know them as a little picture. I still have their picture. Shirley came to visit, and she was showing me their pictures, and she let me have them. And now to see how you've grown, into little young ladies, and it's a blessing for me to be able to see that. I know I may try. I have a young mind. I may be 62 in 2 months, but I still have that young heart. I've always had, how can I say, children. I always had children, child in me. Still can play games and basketball and, try to keep up with my granddaughters, and they teach me the little latest and everything. But it is wonderful to see them mature and grow up, each and every one of them. And these boys, I remember them here going to DC, and them and running up and down the stairs from the basement and up to the main. And to see them being grown men and have a family of their own, that's a blessing to see. That's a blessing for me that I'm able to be on this earth to see it. And I thank God for that. And I want you guys to know that no matter what happens with me, that I love y'all. And I really, truly, truly enjoy this time. I love family, and I just miss the big gatherings, the family reunions every year. I wasn't able to do what I wanted to try and get it together last year because I had Mom. Mom took a lot of time, but I thank God I was able to do it. At times it wasn't easy.
Thank God for you.
But God, every time I wanted to do this, God said, no, you got to hang in there. And I would pray and ask for patience and courage to keep doing it. I mean, the harder it got, the more I stayed, the harder it got, and the more I knew I had to stay in there and I had to fight to the end. And Lord knows,
you did it.
I did everything that Mommy wanted me to do to the best of my ability, and down to the fact of having to stand there every day and look on my mother. It takes a lot of prayers and love and fight for strength to be able to withstand, to turn her feeble body over at 120 pounds. And you can feel the bones bones in her back resting on her skin. And for me to go through that and still come out with my sanity, God is good.
Yes, He
And
is.
don't ever forget.
Amen.
Always put Him first. Always up. I pray and ask God to lead me and guide me through the day and protect me, because Mommy always told me, she said, I've been protecting you since you were a child. So now, as an adult, and my mom is gone, I have to pray for that protection myself.
Right.
Because you never know who and what and where you want to end up from the time you get up out of your bed to the time you close your eyes and go to sleep.
Amen.
What might happen to you. So I just say this to say that I thank y'all for the opportunity,
Thank you for
because
coming.
it has helped me so tremendously this week to be able to. I had a little moment this morning, but I was able to bring myself out with the helps of the Lord. And I know my time is coming when I'm going to have to sit still and let God have His way and release. But now it's not the time. I have to get on that road. When I'm by myself and everybody, the time has gone away and I'm by myself, I know I've got to deal with that. But just keep me in your prayers, and I pray for you guys. And sis, because I look at y'all as sisters. You have a quiet spirit, but you got a lovely one. And when you speak, I'm going to listen. And that's what each and every one of y'all need to do. Because sis got a lot of information inside of her. So do my other sister here. These women
Rare.
are strong Harrington women. And they have the knowledge of an encyclopedia. So take advantage of it, because they have lived and they have traveled and they have been amongst so many different people, nationalities, countries. It's a blessing to have that, to learn and listen to. I sit and listen when older, they not that much older. I ain't trying to say y'all old, but when grown folks talk to me, anybody that's a year older than me, I try and listen to them, because I know they've spent more time on this earth than I have, and I can learn something from them. And I have learned a lot from you, and you, all of y'all, even the babies. I've learned a lot from this time that I've spent with you, and I'm going to cherish that. And I hope and pray to be able to spend more time with you. I'm by myself besides my fiance, so I can go back to doing some traveling here and there. He has me on a set time, though. I can't go past a week, but that's enough time. And when I come down, I want to see faces. Even if I just come in and give you a hug, you know, that's a blessing for me. I live to love everyone. And if I do anything that might hurt your feelings, or you may be displeased with it, put me to the side and say, hey, you did such and such a thing. That's how I am. Please tell me, because I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to have anyone to have any heart from something that I've done or said. So I close in saying, everybody, I pray for safety and travel mercies for everyone to get home safely. And we all text each other, call each other, and let each other know that be safe and home, okay? And I love y'all.
I feel so small right now. I feel like I don't do enough. Ever since I've been here, I've been praying and asking God, how could I get through to them more? What else can I do? What else can I leave? What else can I share? And when I think about my life, as I was saying, God has just, I have no idea why a little child from Mississippi would be able to go to 7 continents, speak to people I don't even know their language, worship with people in their synagogues and mosques, and serve our government the way that he allowed me and allowed me to come home. Have more knowledge in my head than I know what to do with. Say things to my kids and they don't even understand. And then COVID came. And in 1 year, I write a book. I convinced my daughters to help me and my sister to start a foundation. And every time I turn around, I can see death. And I remember the day that Terry died, I just went crazy. Terry was Herman's best friend. Now, why was I running around the house hiding? It was nearly like my circle had been broken. And when things started getting that close, and then my first cousin husband died from COVID. Then I get word friends dying. And I said, Lord, you're leaving me here for some reason. And the more I talk, on some days, I just don't feel like nobody here. And then when I say things, I expect to be rejected. So like my book says, I've learned to reject rejection and just keep on saying. So I made the calls. I said, can we go? Can you do this? Will you do this? And I have just turned so much over to God lately. Because I, like Oprah said, we know our days are numbered. And there's so many blessings that I want to leave. And I don't even know how to do it. I keep trying to figure out finances, legacies, projects, aspiring to be fearless. Be fearless. You don't have to fear anything. God is with you. I don't care what you want to do in life. Just let go and let God. It's so incredible when you get inside of you that there is nothing you cannot do. You don't know the people. You don't know the process. But I tell you, if you walk out on that water, God is going to be right there with you, because he done did it for me so many times. And I didn't understand, Lord, why are you blessing me this way? Why are you giving me this? And every time, it's because you love me. And I love the Lord so much. I know y'all have had a hard time accepting a mama preacher. I know it has been incredible, the idea to hear this woman come back here in our life after 25 years and every day she's trying to tell us what to do. But I love you so much. I love you so much until I want to do as much as I can to help anybody and as much as I can to make sure that you have what you need when I'm gone. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. This has been incredible. I wanted this for so long. I just want you to understand each other. I want you to love on each other. I want you to understand that you got each other for whatever you need. And Kalisha, I pray for you so much every day. I'm always trying to connect and I'm trying to talk. I can't stop. I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I see your faces. I be praying. Who could believe a year ago, Marquita and David at the house. A year later, I'm at their house. A month later, Lynn's at my house. And yet, we haven't missed a beat. Not one beat. It's just like something is just there, hanging over you. Do y'all see it? Do you feel it? That there is just something around you. And you may not even put yourself in perspective with other people. It's just like you are in a bubble. March 8th, March 7th, last year, we had a party. Renata with 70 people. Nobody got sick. New York, March 7th, a family had a party. 15 people got sick and 8 died. The same day. What's the difference? Nothing but God. Nothing but God. Leonard gets sick 2 weeks later. Go to critical. 5 days later, he's at the hospital. Nothing but God. Tristan. Megan. Shayla. Carson. Lindsay. When you all get older, I want you to remember this. I want you to remember all of what everybody around here is saying. When people tell you, you can't do that. You ain't got no business in this. Why don't you just be a so-and-so? And you got dreams and aspirations, and you got things in your mind that you really know you want to do. You don't let nobody stop you. That's the reason Grown at 13 is the book it is because I never accepted, no, you can't, Shirley. Sit down, Shirley. Don't speak out, Shirley. I never accepted that. And you got my blood. You got my blood. And if you got my blood, you got my heart. And you got the same God that I got. And I don't care where you go. You should be able to say, my name is, and I come from Mississippi, where people believe in a true and a living God. And because of that, I am who I am. And I want you to stand on the word. May continue to read that Bible. Tell me about them verses that you're getting in your heart. Because that's where the word needs to be. It don't need to be on a piece of paper. It needs to be in your heart. And the more you put that word in your heart, greater is he that is within me than he that is in the world. That's the scripture. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he shall direct their path. That's the scripture. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. That's the scripture.
Don't let nobody convince you that there is anything that will stop you. I on purpose. God said to me Monday, don't preach them no sermon. Don't read them no scripture. Don't make them sing no songs. Just show them me. And that's all I've tried to do all week. Let God come forward. And I thank you. I honestly thank you for being here. I don't know where all of this is going to go. H Group Foundation is destined for greatness. And it won't be me. It's going to be y'all. It's going to be this generation and the next generation that's going to take it where it needs to go. And it's going to be because of what? J.B. Harrington telling us that we need to help little boys and girls and that we need to be a force in the community and giving people a helping hand and making a way for folks who don't have no way. And y'all going to be that force. I thank you.
And Stella.
I thank you. And Stella, we don't talk about Mama enough because Mama was what made me. Daddy was there.
Daddy was out and she was the one behind.
And Mama kept every record. She explained to people details. She shared notes.
She was the organizer, Marquis.
So when you talk about Stella power, that's what you see. You see that you see people who can be forces to deal with, but we don't have to be out front. I was never a cabinet member for the Clinton administration, but I helped make a lot of decisions. And behind the scenes, you can do a whole
Where
lot.
the power is.
You can do a whole lot. Bro Herman,
That's what I do.
over wind beneath my wings when I wasn't here. All the time, these two little guys coming to DC, giving me more understanding of why it was necessary to sacrifice to stay there, because I knew they would benefit. I don't have a clue, Trini. I don't have a clue where we all going. But what I do know is that God got the master plan. When the house gonna be completed, I don't know. But it's gonna happen. Okay? The new jobs, they're gonna happen. Just keep faithful. Just keep good. Goodness is supposed to be your guide. When people would want you to do wrong, when people would tell you the wrong thing, when people would try to incite you to be angry, just turn it around and love on them. It just kills the hell out of people when you love on them. And that's what you can do. Thank you.
There's one thing that our mom taught us. If you are in the presence of others, the question is, does my presence make a difference? That being, are you learning or are you giving? But if the answer to the question is, my presence don't make a difference, then you're in the wrong place. You need to get up and leave.
Oh, Lord, that's powerful.
Let your presence make a difference. It was just 5 years ago. Mississippi Mass was sitting in the green room waiting to go on stage for a recording. I walked out the room, and when I came back in, all of a sudden it was quiet. One of the guys came over to the table where we were sitting, where I was sitting laughing. And I said, well, what happened? Why y'all get so quiet? He said, oh, you didn't notice? I said, notice what? He said, you walked in the room. And all foolishness had to cease.
That's it. That's it.
I ain't tell nobody to stop talking.
That happened to me.
I ain't had no chain around my neck saying that I'm a big time Christian. I ain't cussed nobody out. I ain't fought with nobody. There was no expectations that I was finna give them no instructions. I had no information to share with them to tell them, well, it's time to do this or to do that. I ain't got no leadership role with them. But you could have heard a pin hit the floor. I was looking to see who was coming behind me. And I had to think of my mama. Does your presence make a difference?